What's up everyone, this is Shira talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about the hidden status tier number 3. Well, in the latest event, Final Battle with Ludwig, we can get the new Testament of Might rank 3 that unlocks the 3rd tier of the hidden status. I wanna talk and discuss which are the best characters and styles to invest on, because this will be very limited right now. It will keep being for a long time. So I want to go to the dojo first so we can discuss it better. Here we are in the dojo. Just go to unlocking and attribute caps. The Testament of Might rank 1 and rank 2 are easy to find now, because you can even purchase rank 2 from the hidden dojo. So many of your characters are probably maxed. If you are a veteran, if you are not, you are just chasing after the main attributes of your characters, that is okay. Eventually you can get tier 1 and tier 2 just fine on the best characters. But then, which characters do you want to go for the 3rd tier? Maybe some people are thinking about Rook, because it increases damage output. He's a character that already does a lot, he benefits more of STR status, but something needs to be considered first. The status that you get by the hidden status are only added after equipments, and it's not taken into consideration for the style bonuses. So the increase is there, but it's not so noticeable, and it will help more if you invest on a status that has multiple purposes, and that is intelligence, and I will explain why, but I need to go now to our srsdb.com. So now that I am here, I will just explain why I think that intelligence is the best status to invest. We have two things. If your character deals magical damage, it will have to rely on intelligence. But if it also applies a status effect or a debuff, it also relies on intelligence, and in that point just a small increase will make a difference. So one of the best characters to invest in my opinion is Time Lord, because Time Lord has a chance to instant kill. His chance is low, he does have high intelligence, but that little extra may help. Well, another one of them can be Death, but maybe more if you have Death UDX2. That is this one, because it also has an AoE attack that can instant kill with low chance. Although this death already buffs itself on the start of fight, every little extra may help you instant kill targets that have resistance. It's better than Time Lord. Sadly I don't have this style. So another character that is also very important, this one is a difference because he can instant kill of course with Twilight Fall, but Bertrand is one of the best farmers in the game, and if he kills a target he can get BP back, so every little point helps to stabilize Bertrand. So he's my 3rd recommendation. And there is another character, that is, if you don't have Bertrand, you can just invest on Albert, because Albert is a very good instant killer for farming story mode. He can instant kill 3 times by inheritance of the Victor's Blade attack, so every little bit of intelligence will help him. This does not increase his damage output because he's exactly a sword attacker, so the intelligence will only help hit with the chance. Well, another character that is pretty nice is Matcha. And Matcha is one of the recent characters. She also buffs herself for intelligence and will on start of every turn, but she has an AoE intelligence debuff and also an AoE stun with only 3 BPs, the best AoE stunner in the game. Since it's low chance, the more you increase, the better it will be if the enemy has resistance. So Matcha is yet another good idea. After that we have Shira. Why Shira? Because she actually doesn't have such a high potential, since she does not self-buff. So every little more intelligence will help her stun enemies, especially with her 2nd attack, Hymn of the Night Wind, that's a fast and stuns. So a very good idea if you're using Shira on dojo or on weekly content. Another character that also works pretty well is Orlush, but I guess he's only so good if you have his 2nd style. This one also self-buffs for intelligence, but he deals good enough damage while also inflicting status elements. So if you want to increase the stun chance or even this petrification chance or confusion chance, go and increase his intelligence. That is a very good investment. Another one that people will like to invest is Witch's Daughter. Witch's Daughter also increases intelligence when she attacks, but she also has a very good damage. Right from the start, you can just increase that and also increase the chance to debuff. She's used to debuff right on start. I believe that Wicked Witch is even better because she has Shrill. This one is an amazing attack that debuffs will. It's the best will AoE debuff in the game, and the more intelligence you have, it will also face the enemy's will. You will have higher chances of inflicting paralyze or poison. That means that you can maybe inflict right on turn 1, but if she doesn't inflict on turn 1, she can keep trying till she eventually lands. A lot of people have been using her on tower, and she's a good investment. Another one that also works well is Illicit. She has a chance to paralyze with all her attacks, so a little extra will help, and also a character that has multi-hits benefits a little better for increasing intelligence. The next character that I'll be talking about is Globalx Eundin, because she does have a good intelligence, but nothing so high compared to recent releases. So going from the start to having a higher dexterity will help she inflicting dexterity buff before she needs to be buffed herself. Another one that we can talk about is Halloween Princess White Rose. It's not that she really needs, but she's actually a damage dealer as well, this version of her. So the more intelligence you have, the better the damage. And she doesn't start with such a high status. Sometimes you need to buff with Energize first, so she can only actually hit chocolate balls with agility buff on turn 2 and beyond. So every little bit helps her too. Another style that I believe gets an increase is Zazulus. If you have her last version, she has 87 intelligence, her summer style has a similar to, and if you have Mirage Step, that comes from inheritance of this version, you want more intelligence to just land the buff. It's one of the main roles of this version of her. There's also Beauty. Beauty has a self buff, and she does very good damage too, but I can see sometimes she not being enough in Work Tower, and every little bit will help her do more damage and also inflict dexterity or agility buffs just fine. Another character that will work well, I don't think that you use Sarwin magical attacks as much as you use these physical ones, but he's also a very good character for inflicting confusion with ultrasonic wave, just like Orlush. So he's another contender for a good investment. The next character is very good too, but more if you have at least her Globalx style, that is this one here, because she doesn't have such a high intelligence compared to recent releases, and she can inflict stun with low chance with Lightning Crash, and can also debuff with Cycle Boom, and she relies on having higher intelligence, so why not? She does not stack self-intelligence, so this will help her too. Another one I can say is Apollo. I don't use Apollo, never had him, but if you are using him on tower, getting a higher intelligence for Meteor Swarm will help him do more damage and also inflict paralyze on start. He does have a self-intelligence buff, but every little bit helps. Another one that can also work pretty fine is Sarah. Sarah has an indirect dexterity debuff, and it also inflicts paralyze. Her intelligence is not so high, she's not a mage, so she's another contender. I believe that those are kind of the best options to invest right now. If I missed some, please say here in the comment section, I will get it pinned, but they will also be my choices. I will start with the instant killers and then go for some of my best buffers and status inflictors, and eventually when we get more, I'll think about damage dealers that do physical damage. But in my opinion, going for intelligence right now is the best option. What do you think about this? This is my opinion. I hope it helps you in any way. Please click the like button if you can. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye.